On today's episode of Rimworld, little Rimrims, speed. And no, I'm not just talking about my usual breakfast. By speed, I mean it very literally today. Speed, brevity, alacrity, haste, etc. Other words for that same thing. Because as it stands right now, it is 12:21 p.m. And this video has to be uploaded at 4 p.m. So, really not giving myself much time here. We're in the middle of renegotiating rental contracts. I'm also planning a trip away somewhere. So, running out of time to do everything in life that needs to be done. But as always in life, the most important thing is Rimworld. And who needs somewhere to live when you have a golden little archo boy? I feel like him training melee is very much the definition of overkill at this stage. But to be honest, we couldn't be in a more perfect place for a speedy episode. Because yesterday we finished all of the industrial research with the exception of jump packs. Intentionally so we weren't raided by factions far too powerful. And that means the world is our oyster. We've got an entire era to fully explore and use to our advantage in the best way possible, because the next stage is going to probably kick us around a little bit. The second we cross that jump pack threshold, mechanoids, potentially void, dare I say it? Here's the plan. Very, very straightforward. We're going to start by throwing a fairly casual plasma fusion reactor right in the center of the cathedral, and that will allow us in turn to power the robotic assembler, electrolyzer, and matter fabricator, because this thing, from what I remember, is really expensive. Yeah, 65,000 watts expensive. And the best part is, ideally, we're going to need two of them. So I'm going to put a couple of those down. Then we'll also, I mean, to be fair, we're probably going to need two of every single one of these workstations, if not more. Ah, that reminds me. To answer your question, it is in an extremely secure location where it can never compromise the safety and integrity of this base. By which I mean it's right there. It's a long story, but as one of the side effects of maintaining two different installations of Rimworld, I had to clear all the stockpiles on this map, and this guy just got thrown in with the rest of the crap, which is concerning. I feel like we should probably move it out of there in hindsight. Right, we haven't checked up on Operation Frantic Fisting in a while. I think I put them all... Yeah, here we go. So we've got 7 of them. You can quite clearly tell the ones that Archoseed II made and the ones that Omer's made. So the next step is computer components. And the way we get that is searching through them at the machining table. 10 components with a chance to... I think it's a random yield of computer components. It might just straight up fail, so let's take a little while. Yeah, there you go. So we can't change it to do until X. I mean, shit, just do forever and then I'll manually cancel it, I suppose. So over here, I'm going to throw down, hopefully, some big old hydroponics using that mechaponics that we unlocked not so long ago. Somebody pointed out that we do have 35,000 meat, but 22,000 of that is insect meat. And if we don't have lavish meals to go all the time, people are just going to be constantly breaking down and upset because family members died all the time, right? I mean, we've already got that problem as it is now. And without that sweet, sweet plus 10 mood, we don't stand a goddamn chance. Oh, we can make gourmet meals. Really, we should be doing that. I don't know what we've got to turn into. Oh, we do have ketchup. Oh, we have 10 ketchup. Okay. Ah. What can we make? Because, we can't grow any crops right now because of the whole Ice Age thing. Actually, it's quite temperate for an Ice Age. 15 degrees C. Oh, salt is a condiment. Wow, we can get plenty of that from the comments section. No. Oh. People even asked me in the comment section, can you not just, artificially impregnate Ciala with Archoseed II? But no. No, we don't need to do that. I hate that so much. We have come absolutely full circle. That's his great-great-great-great-great-grandmother, I think. Hang on, how many generations removed is he at this point? It's very hard to tell. It's about 5 or 6 generations, I think. Oh, God. I mean, it was bound to happen, right? Because we increased... He's the only, I believe, single male in the colony, and she was the only single female of a compatible age. As in the humans are too old at this point. I mean, she is 346, but that's not the point. I mean, look, if they live to 2,500, when you ratio it out, 356? 346. She's actually pretty young still, relatively. She'd only be, like, in her 20s, assuming that you live to 100. But, I mean, assuming you live to the human average of 80, that makes her, if you ratio it, younger than Archoseed in terms of their overall lifespan. So, actually, Archoseed is the the one with the problem here. You sick, sick boy. I think I want to remove this entire stockpile. Mainly because they keep running back and forth. They'll make a product, run all the way over here, drop it off, then run all the way back and take the other components back over. So let's get rid of that. And let's put the... let's just see if we can expand out this stockpile. There's so much empty room, kind of wasted space in this area. Let's move the hauling bots out. Oh, a storyteller change. Oh, it's Cassandra Classic. Okay, that's fine. We had a lot of peace there for quite a long time. And there we go. 2 electrolyzers and 2 robotic assemblers. The robotic assembler is what we need to make the magnetic coils. And I'm pretty sure the magnetic coils are... oh, we need alpha and beta poly to make the plasma fusion reactor? Oh, shit. Okay. I got it all backwards in my head. I thought that because these things are 65,000 watts a piece, you need a plasma fusion reactor to be able to cover the cost of that, and that in turn allows you to make alpha and beta poly. So, in that case, we can build the xenon ion turbines, right? Yeah. 8 magnetic coils. Then we have to throw those on steam vents, and that should, I don't know, hopefully give us something. How much power do these things produce? It doesn't say. Why does it not say? In that case, what is it? 8 magnetic coils a piece. Right, so let's go ahead and queue this up. And what do we need for this one? 12. My god, they're expensive. Do intellects where we've got 12 then. And we'll put the... oh man, we can also make little medicine. What is that? Ethanol bandages serum. I have no idea where you get half of that stuff. Then we can also directly make computer components rather than just searching through regular components using silicon produced from stone bricks. How would we do that? So we could get a stone cutting table with a crafting bot on it, or one of those automatic assemblers. Get the hauling bots to haul the chunks to that. That cuts the blocks. The crafting bots make the... in fact, we could put it there. Then another auto-assembler could make the silicon from the stone. All we need then is just one hauling bot dealing with the rest of it. Yeah, okay. And then that will speed up our computer component manufacturing. What a mess. This is so ridiculous. All right. Okay, give me one of those then. Auto-assembler Mark II is simple machine frames and robotic arms. We can do that, no problem. We could automate this entire room? I don't see why not. Bond Sabat and Keg Denter? Oh, this is so bizarre. Keg Denter Sabat and Bond Sabat. How are you two related, though? Do I even want to know? Love our aunt's second cousin. Caribou. Moo. What the hell just happened there? Keg Denter is pregnant and Taco Cat gave birth. Isolda Pepper Stasius. Hello. You are the child of Cobalt Pepper Stasius and Taco Cat. Cousins, lovers, and now parents. So Keg Denter is pregnant with Bon Sabat. Okay, got it. It's perfect. Look at that. So we have this little robot here making stone chunks. For these little robots to turn into silicon, a hauling bot takes that to the other side of the room where these robots will automatically make... what are you making right now? I just have no idea. Something, I'm sure. Ah, magnetic coil. There you go. So with these magnetic coils then, I think what we'll do is we'll forbid the plasma fusion reactor. We need 48 for that, so that's going to take fucking ages. All that effort, and we've just got one of them. We'll take that, and we'll try and up our power grid a little bit. So what I've done is, with Antimatter Annihilation, it adds this PowerNet console. On that, you can see what power usage you have, right? So our biggest power draw out of everything that is turned off right now is the Tesla coils. So when those are all turned on, they have a power drain of wherever the hell they are. There you are. 6,600 kilowatts. So I mean, it's quite expensive. So turning those off and swapping those out for auto-assemblers is just a great deal. I'd like to, ideally, not compromise between defending the base and crafting all the shit we need. So the second we get enough, 8 magnetic coils, we'll start building some of these turbines instead. We were up to 12 magnetic coils. Where did you just put them all? Are they still hauling it here, even though it's forbidden? No? Did I put the plans down for one of those? No. Where are my magnetic coils going? Oh, that's where they've been going, into the matter fabricator. Yeah, no, we don't need that quite yet, thank you. Given that these buildings are extremely expensive, where can we put them in a safe place? Like nowhere, to be honest with you. I mean, there's here. And we do also have a position for one right here. So let's take away the castle walls. Oh, no, I might have to move my particle accelerator. And then that goes right there. The word springs to mind. Something to do with goats. And there it is. 8,200 watts. I don't know if that's as much as I was expecting, to be honest, but that's still very, very good. I knew it had to be around somewhere. Here you go, Arcadius, a second. You can have back your family's magic cursed sword. Oh, not little Billy Bonds as well. This might be the lowest number our colony's been in a very, very long time, down to 16 people. Oh. Well, hang on, it's just occurred to me. Ciala has the Archotech implant in her brain, which means she never needs to rest, much like Ohm. She never rests. There's no chance of Babby being formed. We could remove it. Or we use modern science. By modern science, I mean something we've been doing since the Dark Ages. Goodbye, little Billy Bonds. Thank you. Thank you for being a part of this kind of horrifying team of people. And there it is. Ciala is now artificially pregnant from little Arcadius II. Wow, this child is going to be born with 3 arms. So I've had Ohm for a little while now working on concrete and the high-grade steel. But because we've also got the other machines making silicon as well, I've had to get a little mining bot basically dedicated to digging chunks up. And hopefully, any second now, we'll have 2 more power plants ready. Oh shit, they built it. No. I think I would rather turn that off for the time in, if that's okay. Minus 45,000 watts. No, I'm alright. How many coils was it for this? 48? Okay, fine. Go on then. Magnetic coil 48. I thought, I went for 42 and I thought, no, that sounds way too much. Turns out it's nowhere near. Cuddles! Cuddles is single-handedly repopulating this bloody colony. I have a feeling the postpartum mechanic just straight up doesn't work. Brilliant. Well, there's a baby right there. Thank you, Arcadius. Where's Cuddles? Because that is postpartum late stage recovering from giving birth. I thought it was like minus 50% fertility. That's so weird. So I was about to say we've got this Xenon ion turbine online now. All we need is 2 nuclear reactors. That will take us to 63,000 watts excess. I think we throw down 1 more of these. Or out of, what is that? Titanium of all things. Weird. If we throw down another one of these, like here, for example, we've got another, I think, fairly safe steam vent there. Oh! Hello? Oh my god, they're in drop pods. Okay. Where are you landing? That's not too bad. Now look, we've got a pretty well-armed colony at this point, a pretty well-defended colony. I honestly think it's probably the best position we've ever been in terms of combat strength. Oh, that's still a lot of people, though. So these are the cowboy faction. Means they're going to have a bunch of low-tier firearms, but nothing I think we'd have to worry about. Certainly nothing with decently high armor penetration. Oh. Well, I mean, except for the hauling bots. Okay, let's go up this way. And then let's carefully run across here using that as cover. Nice, nice, nice. There we go. We've only drawn the attention of a couple of them. Very, very, very high tier. Keg Denter? Keg Denter just used his spine automatically and jumped in. They can do that. What? How did that happen? That was incredible. Oh, look, they can do that. Oh, that's so high tier. Kill the lot. I didn't realize they would auto jetpack. There goes Ohm. Oh, this is incredible. What a sight. Look at them go. I've never been so happy. This is incredibly high tier. A couple of our people are down. God, that's loud. Ah, my ears. A couple of people are down, but honestly, this has been a pleasure to watch. That was actually incredible. Oh, their turret was going to be built out of tray mat too. They would have never been able to build it. Well, that was a bit messy, I will admit. Keg Denter's bleeding out in 23. Yeah, like I said, the exception of being shot in the head by whatever that is, it's gonna be difficult for these kind of earlier factions. I mean, anything without high armor penetration to even get through to us. That was incredible. Just them jetpacking around, dropping in and punching people that was better than anything I could have imagined. Also just occurred to me that probably the big reason why we did so well there, all of our characters have insane melee stats. Hezron, 13-year-old boy, almost 19 melee here. Planet known master. What is the melee stats across the board then? 14, 12, nothing. 17.28, 11.06, 10. They're all in double digits melee. Jones has almost 20. Bone Crusher Jones. That's insane. Penny has 18. All the children. We've turned them into these jetpack killing machines. Well, whoever doesn't have a spine now definitely needs it, because those have more than proven their use. Absolutely throw those into the mix. Well, let's stop the concrete production, because I'm pretty sure we've got everything we need now. It's just a case of them actually building it. So we'll go ahead and suspend those. We'll put a suspension on that one too. Oh, but in fact, if they've already made another 1,000, I bet they've already delivered the 1,000 to the reactor, haven't they? Yeah, right. So we can build another nuclear reactor on top of it. Where would we put another nuclear reactor, though? Right in front of Arcadius' Plaza? I mean, we could. I feel like this area isn't doing a huge amount for us. Let's, just 2 random trade beacons offering up a total of nothing. Yeah, that's great. Dawn told Bon Sabat she wants to spend her life with him. Oh, that's so nice. More importantly, the cold hard industry is going pretty well. Ah, and there's the other turbine as well. This might be it. We might be able to turn on the alpha poly machine. Boom. 81,000 watts. We built that one too. I see. Okay. Turn it on. Bring me the poly. Artificially assemble alpha poly. Do until X. How much do we need for the friggin'... We'll get this thing sorted out first. 24 alpha poly, 8 beta poly. Although, we already have alpha poly. And you know what? We have that bloody Danax made of beta poly. If we could just recycle it. What's all this for nothing? Did I just waste my time? Do until X, where X is... Okay, so we don't have any beta poly, but we do have alpha poly. Well, fuck. We'll say that's to 100 then. Beta poly is just alpha poly plus 2 uranium and 48 silicon. Oh, well, we have 201 silicon, but we're out of stone chunks again. Christ, I hauled all of the chunks off the map as well. There's still a few more, but they're getting pretty distant. All right, go and grab them. And that produces... Oh, 2 beta poly. Okay, that's not nearly as bad as I thought. Get it, little crafting bot. I believe in you. Holy fuck, that's gonna take... Is it gonna run out of charge before it can finish that? That's pretty insane. Baby Pablo. Hello, baby Pablo. Pablo Sabat? That's not Pablo Sabat. Oh, right. Bon Sabat has Pablo. Right, there we are. Show me. Pablo Bons. That's such a fucking good name already. Oh, it's another avian. Wow. Father, cousin, mother, grandaunt, grandfather, uncle. Great-grandfather, grandfather. Hey, family tree makers on Discord, go fuck yourself. Fucking robot did run out of charge. Ohm, take over. They can't be trusted. What? Ohm! I think someone just stole the shit he was making off of the table. What? Goddamn traitorous hauling bots. I did it again! I am not staying in this 39-degree room, pissing around building tons of infrastructure, only to have a shitting hauling bot ruin it all. Go. Leave this place. Wait. Wasn't the hauling bots that did it. It was these bloody crafters. Right. Much better. They were still taking the silicon right off the table. All right. Go on then. Back to work. Perhaps I treated you too harshly, little hauling bot. Yes. Yes. There it is. The burger. Oh, has everybody got the spines? Hang on. No, they're waiting for the spines. Why can't we install them? Out of medicine, I assume? Yeah. Oh, well, that's a little annoying. You're telling me these people have basically been in bed since that raid. We've got plenty of Nutramine. What are we lacking? Oh my god, it's friggin' herbal medicine. That's stopping our drop fisters. For lack of better word. Oh, so we need hydroponics before we can install mecha spines in people. That's very annoying. Is there any alternate way we can make medicine using Nutramine? We have that, hang on. In the production tab, we have the pharmaceutical table. Needs more bloody silicon. Okay, we've got the beta poly. Now all we need is a ridiculous amount of magnetic coils. There's a Glitter World trader. I wonder if they'll sell some magnetic coils. Come on. Surely they've got some here somewhere. Battle Module Warrior? Sure. Void Tech Lung? What the hell? Is that not like the really 135% toxic sensitivity minus 50%? Wow. I mean, it's very good, but another architect cortex. In fact, they've got 2 of the bloody things. Give me that. Brain template combat? Huh. That's a little bit beyond us. That's technology that we just don't have yet. But absolutely no magnetic coils. Damn it. Okay, there we go. There we go. Now, who do you want to give these architect cortexes to? Do we want to just straight up upgrade Ohm himself? It can either go to Ohm or Ciala. I think we have to do it. I think we have to give it to the big man himself. So he's got Architect Cortex level 1 right now. There it is. So that is double efficiency of the brain, which is pretty good. Learning factor up 50%, research speed up 50%, 20% medical 10 quality. It's essentially just doubled all the stats. That's pretty good. Can we can't upgrade it again, so you can only go up to level 2. So Ciala, you might as well just have the other one then. Upgrade. Or we give it to Arcadius. Which I think I might. Little Arcadius the second. There you go. Mecha Brain Implant, Neuroenhancer, Learning Assistant, and now Archotech Cortex. 378 manipulation. That is insane. Wait. Producing titanium from plasteel produces 1 titanium and 15 silicon. Huh. The bottleneck we've now got is titanium. And we can mine plasteel, but the only place we can mine titanium is from the mine itself. Other than the other mines. You know what I'm saying. So we could just go hard on the plasteel production, have these take the plasteel and just convert that instead. Cuddles has given birth. Hello, another tiny baby. We're repopulating pretty goddamn fast today. What the fuck is wrong with Shotgun? You are horrifying. Get away from me. Henriette Pepper Stasius. Wow. Is this one of the rare, non-horribly inbred people? It is. That's insane. I don't know how this has happened. That's almost unbelievable. My God, there it is. All of this grind, all of these buildings. Now we have unlimited power. Well, we have 320,000 watts, but I mean, that's quite a lot of power. So now the plan is very simple. I think we build another one of these matter fabricators, and we churn out an absolute shitload of beta poly. Now, we do have a mod that nerfs it, because some of the early game raiders could have turned up with beta poly and annihilated us. There's some right now. But I still think it's insanely good. Yeah, it's still just obscene. Blunt damage 150%, so it's only good for making blunt weapons, even though it's not very good. Sharp damage is pretty terrible too. But for making armor, it's actually insane. Wonder if there are any Spacer-era stuffable armors. That's something we'll have to explore. But now that we've got this, I think we are actually ready to move on to the Spacer era. Final thing I want to do before then is build a better hospital, because like I said, the raids that we're going to fight when we go into the Spacer era are going to be completely different to what we've got now. The second enemies start getting armor-piercing weapons, horrifying. Truly not okay. The second the enemies start getting armor-piercing weapons, that's when we're going to have some problems. Are there any defenses we want to get set up? I would love to get some sort of kill corridor. Someone sent me this great idea on Discord where we use the deployable barriers to pop up so that the enemies are forced in the other direction. Then when they get to the other side, pop up barriers on the other. We need 2 people on either side with switches. But it'd be a lot of fun, I think. The question is, what can we legitimately use that isn't counted as a firearm? Flame turrets. No. No, those definitely are. Spotlights are fine. Dazzle the enemy. That's absolutely okay. That'll stop the enemy being as accurate. We could utilize the massive amount of gas that we've got stored to build some gas vents. It's very volatile. We'll travel with... and I assume this gas is... yeah, releasing toxic compounds. Got it. Otherwise, we're just going to fill a room with gas and get absolutely nothing for it. Okay, that seems like a pretty good idea. Barbed wire is an obvious go-to. Cavalry spikes as well work fine. But a lot of these we really can't use. Napalm. We could always go with napalm. Besides that, though, yeah, I mean, there's not a huge amount we can use here, right? So what about at the top here? What if we move the Halixian gas inside the walls when we put it in the, well, what was the schoolyard? Oh, in hindsight, you can just straight up reinstall them. Well, that makes it so much easier. Move these into here. Completely take away the gas-powered generators, because I don't honestly think we need them at this point. And we might as well modernize as much as possible, right? Goodbye, old castle gate. Let's replace that with a big old blast door. What can we build the blast door out of? Oh, I mean, a beta poly blast door would be absolutely insane. Oh, only 45,000 hit points. I think even Void would struggle to get through that. What about we have like adamantium still? If we do, I can't say it. The tisnite was very good for defensive structures. 7,200. Yeah, that'll probably do it. I don't know what material to build the walls out of, though, still. We could just take the stone or just make a bunch of stone blocks and thicken everything up twice. I just wish there was a middle ground, really, between it being hideously expensive with things like archotech mass, beta poly, and just using regular old stone blocks. What about, like, regular walls made of something more dense? Like, tisnite walls have, what, 1,080? See, that's not as good as the sandstone walls that we've got. What about titanium? Still only 1,050. It's still not as good as these freaking castle walls. They're too good. They really are just too good. Jade we can mine. It's only 500 hit points, but the Jade Castle alone would be exceptionally high tier. I mean, jokes aside, I think we've actually already built the best wall we can possibly build. I think we just need to thicken it up. Put another entire layer of sandstone around the entire edge, and then if we have a weaker point intentionally, so we keep this door open or use weaker walls around here to try and bait them over, maybe even put spotlights, because spotlights still count as turrets. Put spotlights on the inside of the walls to try and drive the enemies away from them, because the air will automatically move away from turrets, right? What I'm thinking is a temporary solution to a long-term problem is using the... Let's go back to the... what is it? Security tab? Hello? Security tab, right. We could put down these deployable barriers, and those are just regular... Oh, are they deployable barriers, not deployable walls? I mean, it still works. We just put a bunch of deployable barriers across here. And then we could have our people jetpack, lower the barriers and jetpack in while we try and bait some enemies in. The whole point of this, after all, is to take any advantage that they have at range, especially some of the long-range void weapons. Either way, you know what? I'm open to suggestions because I have no good ideas here. I feel like we can't really do a huge amount until we get to space and technology. So I suppose with that being said, let's do it. Just got to find the tech print for jetpacks and I'll be right with you. Yeah, there we are. Okay, let's do it. Let's move on to a whole new era. Are we ready? No, not really. But I think we'll manage. I think we'll probably manage. And there it is. The dawn of a whole new era. Well, we're probably going to get our ass handed to us, to be honest. It's automatically chosen the next research, but I have to say about that. Orbital launch. Yeah, fine. That's okay. Beam cannon satellite pod. Is that a firearm? Just to double check. Yeah, there it is. I didn't know if that was maybe something that needed jump packs as a prerequisite. Here we go, then. The Spacer Age, where we can get all sorts of pretty OP crazy stuff. It's still nothing compared to the very end of the Archo projects. All of this stuff over here makes anything we're going to research now just look like absolutely nothing. But then tomorrow we can begin with the pleasure of researching props. Yeah. All that effort to immediately be given props. How dare you? Oh. And what a way to end things. A babby has been born. Ciela and Arcadius II's child left on the fucking ground. What a great way to wrap things up there. Oh, it's Vulcanian. That would be so cool if we could get a Vulcanian male in charge of the Deimos dynasty. But for now, we'll leave it there for today because I am going to be very close on time to try and edit this and get it uploaded. Thank you all for watching. I mean, look what we've achieved, though. I feel like we've still done a gigantic amount. We've got the plasma fusion reactor, a crazy power grid, all of the Gluttatech stuff, and some automation set up there as well. We've got a proper triage center. I mean, we'll turn it eventually into a full-on hospital, but at least somewhere better to start tending rather than having to drag them all the way across the map. We've got this, which is not great, but it is technically an improvement, right? And more importantly, we got to see an incredible display. Coordinated aerial fisting. Wow. So thank you all for bearing with me. We'll be back to regular schedule tomorrow. Bit more of a normal episode, bit more edited, bit more, you know, bit more normal for Ohm. And we'll see where we go from there. I don't know if there'll be an episode of version 1.3, but there might be. I don't know. Depends how long I've got left after this is all done. Thank you all for watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed it nonetheless, despite the fact it has been maybe slightly different to the regular stuff. Thank you as well, of course, to the patrons for allowing me the time to be able to sort out real-life things and also produce all this content. Thank you to Anastara, Falcon Alaris, Alvin Flang, MTB, Jexel, Blaticus, Neozela, Hippie Springbeer, Slickback, Fairy Wiz, Kickfit Ure, Orcs Chops, Hwalg, Steak and Bacon Akins, Night Rouge, and ... for their support at the executive producer tiers over on Patreon. Big thank you to you guys for making the channel possible in the first place. A thank you as well goes out to Maya, Salakata, Wide Riot, a good chunk of Balsa, Sendi, Juniper Berry. I almost said Jupiter Berry then, which is very different. Garnuba, Sam Haruni, Ann Aurora, Ever Vigilant One, Lilac, Cameron, Alexander H, Rommel DK, Spongy Bomb Monster, and Tofu 10.